Hello, everyone. Sean Higgs coming at you. Winner Circle Sports Betting Podcast, powered by GamblersWorld.net. And I'm all by myself. here on a Friday right now. I'm at Fargo in transit. Mark Lawrence will be in a little bit later. But here we go. It is what it is there. Gotta fix. I see on the StreamYard phone thing. It's just like my giant head. I'm cut off. It's like I gotta duck down and get in. The weird StreamYard switches this crap up all the time. I mean, there's always something wacky happening. I don't know what it is. What are you gonna do? Maybe that's even worse. Whoa. Well, I'm trying to play to make it fit differently, but I don't know. Listen, you've tuned in. My guy Mars in the house. There we go, Jim. There we go. Backstage has gotten to working out correctly until we got. It's only me, although I weigh as much as three average sized people. I'm equal to them in height and weight. Had a good Christmas. I didn't even crack into my little snowman M&M cookies and cream snowman. I got a bag. That's what I need. As Mike says, I'm getting fat. She gives me a bag of cookies and cream that I got to eat in the next 3 days before the new year. Right? You gotta stuff your face before everyone starts their diet resolution. You know, Mar. Listen, before I get to that, hit the like button. You've tuned in here on YouTube on either version of it. Awesome. Subscribe, notification bell, all that good stuff here on the Winner Circle YouTube. GamblersWorld.net for best bets, top plays, all of our premium action. Go get it. Go get them. I tweeted out here. We'll get some people on the X. Sometimes you get a little comments on the X. You never know what'll happen. Let's get it. I'm definitely gonna need some comments today because there's nobody to talk to. I mean, I put a little sock puppet on my hand. You know, that would be interesting. I don't know how that would work. I got a hat with a turkey on it. We wore on Thanksgiving. I could petting the turkey. How about that? But that'll be an interesting segment on the show. Hey, let's pet the turkey today. Find out some information. Don't know who's worse, the Lions or the Chiefs. Well, I'm going to say the Lions because the Chiefs, Mar, let's be honest, you're on a third-string quarterback. You're not on your top quarterback, your number one quarterback, the guy who's like number 3 in yardage passing and 4th and touchdowns or some crap. Kansas City had a chance to pull it out last night. What are you talking about? Who's worse? It's not even close. It's the Lions. Bad performance, absolutely. I had Detroit yesterday. What do you say about that? Is it time? I don't know if it's time for the coach to go off a performance like that. It's been a bad year. And I said that coming into the season. I said, you can't lose your coordinators. Take some time to get things right. Just terrible the last 2 weeks. Absolutely terrible. I mean, the Pittsburgh game, we talked about that during the week on the show here, Amar, and it was like 2 calls like that going against you as a home team. I know the Ray Crew's out in force, but really that is just horrendous. 2 touchdowns off the board. But on the flip side of that, why the hell are you in that kind of game versus the Steelers? Where's your offense? Again, where is the offense at for them? I don't know. I don't know if there's going to be wholesale changes, but there could be changes. Danny Boy's in the house. Merry Christmas to you. Only good play for me this week were the Niners, meaning this one coming up already, meaning on Monday night when they whooped the Colts. I had the Niners that game. Look, am I in an 8-1 run? Is that what it is? I've been all right with NFL coming down the stretch here. We'll take it. Rome, I know you're not a huge NBA guy, but Timberwolves Nuggets last night was a great game. Yeah, I saw that a little bit on the X people talking about that game. That was a crazy one, right? High scoring with a joker. I mean, listen, that guy triple double. He is. I remember when people saying it was fluke that he won a MVP, and now they think he's just be MVP every year. And those awards, 56, 16, and 15. Weesh. it's one of those things like it was like Jordan's the MVP every year, right? Like without him on the team, where's that team at? I understand that kind of thing to give it to other people every once in a while. Who's that guy? You know, I mean, and they were all on display on Christmas. You know, the NBA loves the NBA loves their load management. So everybody showed up on Christmas because they were well rested. I mean, Brunson had a good game. Mitchell had a good game. Luka, Durant, Anthony Edwards. Who else? I mean, heck, Cooper Flag at 27 points. The Nuggets, to me, I know people love the Thunder. I'm one of them. I mean, it's tough to go against the Thunder's team because of their depth. But the Nuggets are going to be right there at the end to get to the finals. I'm not quite sure about Houston. I know people love the Rockets. It's like, oh, Durant's there. I don't know, man. That guy, I'm going to say soft because he's getting older and gets hurt. He's going to miss some games. Yeah, Monday night Niners. Easy play there. You knew that was going to happen more, right? I mean, like 18-15, you're like sold on Rivers versus Seattle when the Rams on deck in a short week. They're worried about a guy who just literally was playing Legos with his grandson 4 days beforehand. Easily not taking him serious. And you saw what happened last game. We got ran out the building. We got problems. Danny boy, cash the over Cowboys yesterday. I think that one for me. The over. I thought Dallas, and honestly, I thought they'd put up a couple more points. I'm a little annoyed. I had a tweet out there: Pickens and a Malik Davis anytime touchdown. Neither of them got into the end zone. I thought we'd get a little more points there because I thought that game would have been like, again, 24 at the half, 27. I thought they stood up like 34. I wasn't expecting a close game. I thought it'd be more Dallas getting to the high 30s point range than Washington really scoring much. But yeah, we'll take it. Yeah, I mean, really, bro. He's playing with Legos. Dude's playing with Legos last Monday, and the next thing you know, he's getting playing in Seattle on TV. Niners this week, my favorite play. Purdy hitting on all cylinders. The Niners have been pretty good lately. And again, the Bears, sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. They've caught some lucky breaks. I mean, last week was no exception. Like that game. Am I happy, never in doubt with my Bears pick? Absolutely. Bears plus, what were they, 2.5 or something like that? I think they were, I forgot what they were. Maybe, I totally forget what they were against Green Bay. I think they started as a dog, went off as a fit. I don't even remember. It's that they all blur, but really, you get a game-tying touchdown, an onside kick. I mean, like just ridiculous. But here come the Niners. Again, both teams 11-4. Home field there. I'm going with the Niners. Give me the Niners in this one. I saw. Again, it's right here. 22-16 last week against Green Bay, and they had a backup quarterback in, and you had to eke that one out. Miracle. Let's call it what it was. You beat Cleveland. Really? You beat Cleveland. You lost to Green Bay the week before that, 28-21. You beat Philly 24-15, and Eagle fans, I'm not impressed. This line's come down against the Bills this week. I have no idea why that's happening. I mean, what have you seen out of the freaking Eagles? It's 2026 for the love of God. This is not the Super Bowl team. Now they're going to play good because they're playing in Buffalo. They have nothing to play for. What are they playing for? They're not getting home field. What? They're going to play close in this game against the Bills? No. You beat Pittsburgh 31-28, the Bears did. Again, all right. Are we sold on Pittsburgh? I'm going to see the one good team they did play were the Ravens at the time. And the Ravens whipped them 30-16. That's the equivalent of the Niners I put them on. And not even bad Baltimore with no Lamar and Just the injuries keep on progressing. That was when Baltimore was winning some games. I don't expect the Bears to win this game here. I mean, 48-27, 37-24, 26-8, 20-9 versus Carolina. 41-22. There's the Rams a lot, 42-26, 34-24 versus the Giants. I mean, and then they're on their way lately. A lot of crooked numbers in there. The Bears gonna come in here on the road and hold these guys at 20 points? I don't think so. Thoughts on the Packers minus 4.5 against the horrible Ravens? I mean, this is now. I have Baltimore plus, I think, 3 in this game. Not the best number. We're in my Baltimore plus 3.5, so it's gotten up a point. And that was before the injuries. That was before Love got hurt, and that was before Lamar got hurt. And my thought on that was, am I biased towards Lamar a little bit? Yeah. Is he still better than Love? I think so, even banged up. I still don't hate Green Bay here. Excuse me. Baltimore here with Tyler Huntley. That guy's come in and won games before. And I think the move, again, Malik Willis, he actually scares me a little bit. Because you got guys in here. He's played before in the spots like this, and he's delivered. He's got the legs. He can take off a little bit. He can make some passes. The big difference to me is without Parsons, the drop in quarterback play. And again, I'm not saying only as Lamar, but has Lamar been tearing it up this year? Is it that huge of a drop off? The way Cleveland Browns, the Baltimore Ravens have played this year with a banged up Lamar. Is it that much crazy? I don't think it's a huge move here. I don't like Green Bay, though. No thanks. No thanks. And that second game on Saturday night, Houston and the Chargers. Well, I just want to kind of take the under in that one. Right? Houston's playing with defense. They're going to come with defense and do their thing. Stroud is a one-man band with Nico Collins. Can the Chargers slow him down a bit? I think they can. 39.5. And I've said it before, that is just a recipe for a disaster going under those kind of numbers. And especially with two decent teams. I mean, this isn't 2, 3, and 11 teams and a 5 and 10 crapola show where you got guys throwing pick sixes and there's a fumble and the short field in this game is 28-26. Bro, you got 2 playoff teams. You got 2 playoff teams playing here. I take Mara off, so I'm just talking about the Packers. In Houston and the Chargers, defenses are solid. I mean, 17-10, 19-17. I mean, this isn't the Dan Campbell show with these cats are going to be going for it on. Hey, it's 4th and 1 on our 23. Let's go for it. These teams, it's 4th and 2 from the opponent's 41. They're going to punt it. They're going to punt it from the 40-yard line instead of trying a 55-yard field goal and trying to pin the other guy at the 5. So I like the under in Houston Chargers, and I like the Ravens. Give me Baltimore plus 4.5. There you go. There you go on those 2 games. So college footies right now. I did like Central Michigan. I didn't get to the window with them. I probably should have. It was 10.5. I'm like, I wish it was more. Then went to 12.5. Actually, I saw 13.5 as a last bit number on this game, which is I was like, boy, they're just pouring in on Northwestern like the game's already been played. And here we are. It's 0-0. Not shocked at the 0-0 score here. Although maybe a tad shocked. I thought about doing a over 14.5 team total on Central Michigan. I'm glad I did it, as it's the second quarter at 0-0. And I got to give it to my guy, Doug Upstone. We were here talking about the MAC championship game in Western Michigan, and he's like, look at these MAC championship games. The fans show up for their Michigans, and before the last game, I think Western Michigan had the second most fans attendance. Central Michigan had like 45,000 people at their championship game. So, again, I don't know how many people are at the game above Sports Bowl right now, if there's 40,000 people there. But I do think that the dog was worth a shot here. Speaking of punting, they're at the – you kind of love this, at the 45-yard line, Northwestern punts. Oh, my goodness. Well, that's what you do. That's baseball, Susan, because you pinned them, I think, at like the 4-yard line or the 6 or something. 0-0, 10:50 to go. When they come like this and you're just kicking yourself like, oh, boy, coulda, woulda, shoulda, you're not going to forget the game where you thought about something and all of a sudden it's 14-14 with 7 minutes to go in the first quarter. Magic Mar. Got North Texas minus 5.5 early here. The Mean Green, huh? Where's North Texas? Against San Diego State. Well, that's moved to a full 6.5 now there, huh? Interesting. Well, the running back looks like he's going to play. I don't know. That makes a difference. Running backs are, to me, not all that important here. How about an over in that game, more with North Texas? I mean, we've seen this North Texas defense or lack. I mean, that's more of a lack of defense. All right. I mean, remember some of these scores? Remember, it's like, oh, look at this. We got the inside track against South Florida, and you lost 63-36 on ESPN. You lost 34-21 versus Tulane, and you just kept throwing pick sixes or interceptions. You're going to score a touchdown. You're throwing an interception in the end zone. So you got to go over here. I mean, look at it: 52, 56, 53, 31, 54, 55, 36, 36, 45. Just ridiculous numbers. But then you see this San Diego State team. Oh, my goodness. Who's the running back? Tony Gwynn? Look at this. 17, 17, 25, 6, 24, 23, 44 and 45 versus Colorado State, Nevada. So they did pump it up a little bit. 34-0. They shut out Cal. The defense is for real. I don't know. Give me San Diego State. I mean, you want to go 5 on. Give me a defensive team here. And does it matter motivation-wise? Is it nice? Hey, let's get a 10th win on the season. But 12-2 is a monster year for any program. Jacksonville, Indy. Jags number seems low and dropping a 5.5 at FanDuel. You like the Jaguars or Solomon Rivers? I like the Jags. I like the over as well. Wow. The Rivers experiment is what it was. You thought, hey, if we could somehow get a win, we can salvage a season here. Maybe get in as a wild card, which I think they are still alive in a wild card. The Colts. I'm going to say Baltimore Colts. Yeah, I'm still confused. Baltimore Colts, Baltimore Ravens, Cleveland Ravens. They are 8-7 in 8th place. Obviously, they need some help. I don't know if I can back them, though. I mean, really, you really want to. They're on the outside looking in right now. They need a win here. Then next week, I think they have the Texans. They can win both of those. The Texans they're not taking off. I mean, they got 10 wins themselves. And if they lose to the Chargers this week, they gotta win at home next week. I can't listen. The Jags off of a let's call the Jags here what they were. If you had the Jaguars being good this year, hats off to you, because I was not enamored with Trevor Lawrence. I thought they should just give Mac Jones a shot and just move on. You had a new coach come in. He's stuck with this monster contract and thinking, is this guy even going to be here? Went in and manhandled Denver in Denver. I'm not a Bo Nix guy. I think Cleveland. I think Denver plays down the team. We saw it yesterday. Freaking Denver against Kansas City. Is it shocking? Oh, boy. We've made it. We made it. We have spammers. We've made it. I love it. Now we got to go. Are we going to report terrorism or maybe kidnapping? What should we do here to this account? They come up. I get so excited. But then all of a sudden you report it as something, and then, should it be hate speech? Promoting. I enjoy the promoting terrorism, but I feel like that'll get a knock on the door. I don't want to do that. Maybe we could do like self-hurting. That's always a good one to do. That's suicide or self-injury. It's fabulous that that's up there. Harassment. It's harassment or bullying. What am I? Are they harassing me or bullying? This is harassing me. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. All right. Where are we at here? Central Michigan. Are we on the move here? 2nd and 9 with 8:20 to go as I got this little streaming over here on this matchup here. Yeah, I do not like the Colts next week. Don't like the Colts. No. Nope, not interested. Central Michigan. Oh, get it away. Throw it. He just threw an interception? Oh, my goodness. What are you doing? Oh, I need a replay. Come on, Central Michigan. Terrible. All right, let's move on. Let's get some games out here. What bowl game this week? We got Virginia under 45. We did. Houston minus 2.5. We took care of during the week. Where can we go today and get some winners out for you in today's action? So I told you like Central Michigan. I can do a little Minnesota. If you're interested in a little Minnesota, I'm going to give you a bunch of games. Why not? We'll give you a mini here. Let's go minus 120. We will money line, row in the boat, Minnesota in the guarantee rate bowl. We could look for Doug Upstone on the sidelines. He said he's going to have no shirt on. So just look for a little old guy with a bunch of gray hair on his chest waving a beer. He likes the old Milwaukee brand beers. So who knows what kind of can he'll be waving to us. Look for Doug. First Responders Bowl. I'm going to go over here. 61.5. St. Antone. Let's see. Danny was leaning towards the Jags. Yes, stick with it. Magic Mara. Mike in Mizzou. All right, let's talk about Mizzou because I was moving on to Saturday games anyway here. So Missouri and Virginia, your Gator Bowl at Everbank Stadium. Better team overall, better running team, and O-line. They also have a backup quarterback rolling in this one, a new offensive coordinator. It's kind of embarrassing that the 8th place team in the SEC is favored over the ACC champ. I know people don't think the ACC can play football, apparently. Although Miami just beat a team that was undefeated in SEC play up until the last game of the year. So I know that doesn't count. In SEC land, but I'm not taking those. And I understand it, Mar, right? Because you got a team Mizzou who's bad record-wise, ranking-wise compared to Virginia, right? You should, I see this in March Madness, and it's a Missouri play, right? I got a team that's say ranked 50, 55, and Virginia's in the top 25, 30 or whatever. And yet they're giving points here on a neutral, like they'd be a 7 or 8 point favorite home. I'm taking Virginia. You're rolling out a quarterback with 3 starts, 2 of the top 3 receivers out. Yeah, Virginia lost their championship game, and this isn't Miami or Notre Dame or Michigan or Ohio State or USC or some other big school. Lost championship game is going to be sad playing in the bowl. When the heck is the last time Virginia was playing for championship, ACC championships or whatever? This team they're excited to play. They 100% are showing up to play in this game. A lot to prove to themselves. Yeah, no, Missouri, no thank you. I mean, 3.5, forget it. I could get 4.5 with Virginia. I'm taking it. The Bills game. I thought, I just mentioned this earlier. We're running down the Bears beating the Eagles. The Bills are plus 1.5. Where is that at? Who's sitting out? Is Josh Allen out here? They were favored. I took the -2. I took the Bills -3. So now that they're plus points, there's no who the hell are the Eagles to be favored? I guess if Josh Allen's sitting out, if that's the case. Maybe I'll give the Eagles a shot. I think the Eagles are trash. The Eagles. The Rams are going to beat them. The Rams should have beat them in the regular season. They're going to beat them here in the 3-5 game or whatever it is, 3-6. Yeah, give me the Bills. I'll take the Bills with Mitch Trubisky quarterbacking. Plus 1.5. You kidding me? Give me Buffalo. Northwestern punches one in here. All right, back to the Saturday slate of college footies. Pittsburgh, East Carolina, I got monster number here. Monster number. Not really interested in that kind of big number there. Penn State, Clemson. Talk about disappointing teams. These two teams were ranked, 2 and 3 to start the year? With Texas in the mix? None of them in the playoff garbage. The Penn State coach, he was pumped up, but now he doesn't have the job, the intern coach, anymore. So I don't know where their mindset is. I don't even Clemson. Give me Army in a rout. The lines come down. They went up to 10. I think Connecticut, no coaches, no quarterback. Quarterbacks choosing to go to all-star games instead. I got a service academy that's going to just run the ball nonstop. Give me Army here. BYU Tech's an interesting game. BYU's pumped to be here. Make no mistake about it. I know it's going to be like, well, they're disappointed they make the playoffs. Sure, yeah, I get it. They're disappointed. Running back sitting out. Dude, their coach stayed. BYU's like a service academy type club. You're not going to get, guys not playing hard. And Georgia Tech down the stretch. They almost lost to Boston College. Oh, they had a close loss? Look at this. We had a close loss to Georgia. Who the heck cares? Like, Georgia was worried about you guys. When they got the ACC, they got the SEC championship on deck. They're worried about freaking Georgia Tech. Let's worry about Georgia Tech. You guys were undefeated. You're undefeated, and then you lost to NC State. You held on to beat BC. You lost to Pitt and you lost to Georgia. And now you're going to come in here and play BYU, who's going to be all but pissed off. The coach stayed. They're ready to go. I think this is a relatively easy win for the Cougars. And we got more spam. I love it. Let's spam it up. Here we go. Where is this at? Is this on? What stream is it on? There we go. I see you. I see you, whatever your crazy definitions are here. Your crazy hyphens. Report. You're harassing me. You're harassing me. It says harasses me. Report. Misinformation. It's a good one, too. Report. Hate speech or graphic violence. This is the best part of doing a live show. Personally, I do a bunch of live shows. So when I see this, I get excited because I can just be a total menace to society and reporting. Seeing the Bills -1, Jim. Yeah, that's what I see. I mean, Mars got him +1.5. I don't know when he got that. Maybe he couldn't even get that in the beginning of the year because the Bills were favored in all 18 games this season. But yeah, Bills -1.5 or Bills -1.5 is what I see all over the place. Is that a fumble or a pass? What is happening here? They ruled that a fumble. He was throwing the ball. Come on. Here's the arm. There's a pump. There's the throw. That's not a fumble in this Northwestern game. Get out of here. They ruled that a fumble? How? Can someone explain how that's a fumble when the guy's throwing the ball? They're not challenging that? He literally went to throw the ball. Or was it because it was behind the line of scrimmage, perhaps. Is that why they're thinking it's a fumble? I mean, I saw the replay. Obviously, they didn't review it because Northwestern's on the 10-yard line. And this is how your +14 I liked is going to get burned up because now they're going to be down 14-0. All right, where were we? BYU. Miami, Ohio in the Arizona Fresno Bowl. Boy, do you take the Ohio Bobcats? I like the Ohio Bobcats here versus Fresno State. North Texas, San Diego State. I made my case for San Diego. Missouri, we were talking why we like Mizzou. LSU and Houston. This line was a 3. It's down to 1. People are all over LSU, right? It's big, bad SEC country. I don't care. Give me Houston. I got a lot of nice little fake. Is that a touchdown? I still like the Cougars here. LSU, again, you're in a backup quarterback. What? You haven't scored all year because you got some extra prep time. Houston looks at this as a rivalry. LSU's a 2-hour drive. And let's be honest, you're the little brothers here. Big 12 is a little brother team compared to the SEC. No respect. No respect. I'm not betting LSU. I'm an SEC hater. It's a joke. It's a joke that Oklahoma's in here and Alabama's in here. Although I think Ole Miss wins it all. So there's that. There's my thought on that game. Let's move on to some NFL, and then we'll get out of here. So NFL for Saturday, we did should we mark those down as games here for NFL? We gave out the Dallas over the other day. We got Minnesota was a winner. KC under was a winner. So 3-0 with our NFL the other day. If you watch the videos, you should watch the videos. If you haven't already, put that notification bell on if you're sticking around here for 35 minutes of me rambling on about hating the SEC and annoyed about Central Michigan, the team I didn't even play today. Hit that notification bell. Let's go. You don't want to miss out on the live shows every Friday, Football Friday Live probably through the Super Bowl, right? At least through the championship game. Plenty of free picks for bowl games still rolling out here. We'll be shifting to some NBA and college hoops as well here on the YouTube. GamblesWorld.net for the best bets and top plays. So I gave you BLT. We'll go under to Houston 39.5. Plus 4.5 there in Baltimore. All right, we'll run them all down. Here we go. A little rapid fire look here with Arizona, Cincinnati. I'll take 7.5%. Arizona's going to score points. Cincinnati defense is terrible. You give me 7.5. And this is maybe I shouldn't because a lot of times at 7.5, I like the favorites. That being said, this opened at 5.5 and a 6, so it wasn't a 7.5 opener per se. Arizona, Brissett didn't get to 20 last week. He'd been pretty good putting up 20 plus in his games. And how much is Burrow going to play in this one? I know he was out some of the year, which is exactly why you don't play him in a meaningless game when he's injury prone. Arizona. Here's another big line. Touchdown on the road, Seattle over Carolina. I mean, Carolina's going to play tough in this game. You think they want it to come down to – they want their division title to come down to next week's game in Tampa? I got to take the points with Carolina here. And honestly, give me the over. I probably like the over more because Seattle's, I think, going to have some problems here versus a Carolina team who's another kind of like under the radar bunch. Maybe not as much as Jacksonville, but these guys improved a lot this year. Giants Vegas line opened to 3, flipped. Now it's back because basically Bowers is on the IL and now he's their best offensive player for Vegas. Giants should win this game. I said this the other day. In the it's rigged world, the Giants have their franchise quarterback. The Raiders do not. Giants should win. Raiders should lose this game, and next week Kansas City get a draft pick and get a quarterback. Now, do I want to bet either of these teams? Absolutely not. Heck no. Heck no. Not interested in one bit in putting any kind of money on these squads. Oh, it's terrible. Pittsburgh and Cleveland. I do have Pittsburgh here, but I'm going to tell you, I will not be shocked when Cleveland wins this game because this is a prime Tomlin loser and Aaron Rodgers throwing like 3 picks or some crap. But again, give me Pittsburgh here. Wrap up the division. Steelers get it done. I know people love Sanders. He's got some work to do. New Orleans and Tennessee. This is New Orleans all day for me. We'll put New Orleans out here in the show as well. We'll lay it at minus 140 money line. First time they've been a favorite in a long time on the road. I get it. But Tennessee, you pulled off your nice win last week. New Orleans is a team they want to win some games themselves. They got a new quarterback. They got a new head coach. They got all that kind of good stuff as well. And they've actually delivered wins already this season. It's not a fluky win versus a third stringer and a backup that Tennessee pulled off, right? So give me New Orleans here. The minus 5.5 Tampa. Here we go. These 5.5s. I automatically want to take the dog at this 5.5 because it's just they're not good enough to be favored by 6 or 7 or 3. All that being said, I will take Tampa Bay. They are still alive. I know that doesn't mean a team wins, right? We saw Detroit lose. We saw Dallas play a tough, close game and live they're out of it. But my point is these dogs were in these games. Quinn Ewers. You're confident putting money on Quinn? I'm not. And again, we saw Bosner and Michael Olakandi or whoever the hell that kid was for Kansas City driving down the field with a minute to go to possibly win the game on a 2-point conversion. I get it. I'm still laying here with Tampa Bay. I think they have a little too much offense. Defense is not good. And can Miami score? Sure. Will they score enough to get in here? I think Tampa wins this by 10. I don't think they get the back door. Jags and Colts, we already said we like the Jaguars here again, the 5.5. Ugh. I should just stick to my guns and take all the dogs at 5.5. It was paying off early in the season. Now I got to readjust it because of the pressure of making the playoffs and just the fact who's quarterbacking here. Again, I mean, this is Phillip Rivers. Yeah, guy's borderline Hall of Famer. I played him 5 years. A short week versus the Jags. Yeah, the Jags off a huge win. Maybe they're like, nobody's talking about us. It's our time. Everybody loves the Patriots. They love Denver. It's Josh Allen show. Nobody's talking about us. New England and the Jets. I'll lay 14. Bet you weren't expecting that one. The Jets coach is safe. I don't see him getting fired. Don't see him getting fired here. The owner comes out and says he hates your quarterback. Well, he signed off on him. You're primed to have nice drafts the next couple of years. You got some picks coming to you. The Patriots have owned you anyway, the series. Brady Quinn, Brady Cook, Harley Quinn. I mean, it doesn't make a difference. I don't care who's quarterback in the Jets. New England has a little bit of a defense. You know what you want to do? How about an under in this Jets game? 42.5. We're going to go under. New York Jets under 42.5. Buffalo and Philly, we already talked about the Bills already there. We'll go Bills minus the $1.20. Chicago and San Fran. We did this earlier in the show. San Fran minus the 3. You got a bunch of them in this game. And Monday night, Rams and Atlanta. I want to do an extended Rams line here. Rams 13.5 is plus 150. How about that? Rams 13.5 plus 150. Rams 16.5 is plus 250. So 2 giant extended lines for Monday Night Football. Rams 13.5, 150. 16.5 is 250. Again, I like that. They fumbled again. We turned the ball over again. Central Michigan, 3 straight fumbles. Oh my goodness. 3 straight turnovers. You've gone from 0-0 dogfight to being down 21-0 in 6 minutes. Egads. That's some action for you. What is happening? Look at this. I'm trying to run an option, and I fumbled a ball. Terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible. Robertson House, good afternoon, Rob. I'm going to do a quick recap of the picks for the show here today. So, Virginia under 45.5. We did that midweek. Look at this, right to the end zone, wide open. They decide, you know what, we're going to play some new defense here. We're going to leave a guy wide open and see if the pressure of being wide open gets to him so he drops it. It didn't get to him. He caught a wide open touchdown pass. It's 20-0 right now, pending. Under 45.5 Virginia, minus 2.5 Houston. We did that the other day. It's gone down another point there. So you get a better number now with the Cougars. Minnesota on the money line here, 120. UTSA over 61.5. Let's add another college footy in there as well for Saturday. We're going to go the Aztecs of San Diego State. We're going plus 6.5 here with those fellas. There is that. So there you go for some footies in college bowl action. NFL-wise, here we go. Baltimore plus 4.5 on Saturday, under 39.5 in the Houston Charger game. New Orleans minus 140. The Bills minus 120. Jets under 42.5. San Fran -3 Sunday night. And your Monday night extendo line, Rams 13.5 plus 150. Rams -60.5 plus 250. There you go. Obviously, I'm thinking it's going to be like a 30-10 game there. So that's the wrap. There you go. Danny Boy, BYU. Yes, I do like BYU with you as well. And there you go. There's 45 minutes of free picks for you in bowl and NFL action. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and notification bell on the Winner Circle YouTube channel so you don't miss out on any of the free pick videos. Monday to Thursday, I do the videos. Friday Football Live, usually have people with me, but it's a holiday, so people travel. I get it. Saturday, Sunday, Chip Trimbus and the Vegas Legends. He gets the crew on there on the weekend, folks. If you haven't watched the Vegas Legends show on Saturday, Sunday with Chip Trimbus and guests, go check it out. There you go. You want my best bets, top plays for the weekend? GamblesWorld.net. Go get them. Support the channel, support the show, support me, whatever you got to do. Easiest thing to do there is liking, subscribing, and getting it done. Happy New Year. Yes, if you're only here for Football Friday Live, I will see you next year. If you leave comments during the week, I will see you during the week before next year. But either way, thank you, Danny Boy. Happy New Year to you as well. Yeah, we'll do it again next year. Another winning season, another winning year total for the season, for the entire calendar year. A winning year for me under my belt. I will take it. Just grinding along every day, Danny. That's what we do. Appreciate you watching and everybody watching today. Rob, Jim, Mar, everybody popping in on a holiday. I know it's busy time, but thank you if you stopped in or if you're watching later. All right, everybody. Good luck to you. Back on Monday, Doug Upstone, Chip Trimbus, and myself. Bye-bye.